Big up to Mendem. Welcome back to Pitch Picks. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates. I feel like everyone celebrates Thanksgiving, right? They have that in the UK now.
No.
Everybody but Kyrie Irving.
Okay, so it's just an American thing. Anyway, shout out to the Americans that celebrated Thanksgiving. We love you. Shout out to everyone who's not from America that listens. We love you. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Before we get into things, I want to throw this idea out there to all the listeners. You know how we were always talking about a rename? I like this name I sent in the chat, Inside the Box. I think it's got a little dirty joke inside of it while also pertaining to the game that we all love. So to all the listeners out there, let us know if you like that name or not. All right. Za, talk to me. Because I wasn't with you, and it broke my heart to see Arsenal put 5 goals in the back of the net. And I wasn't with my little gremlin. I wasn't with my little partner-in-law. How beautiful was it to see Arsenal be back like that?
It was, I'm sure the other people on this panel were probably happy that it was Thanksgiving and they were gone already and didn't have to deal with me. It was quite possibly one of the best days I've had in a while. It was an unbelievable game. That first half was almost perfect, if not perfect. In fact, the entire game was almost perfect, if not perfect. It was just that one little blemish where, Calafiori lost the man on the set piece, but that can be fixed. It wasn't really, it was a good screen by them, but every single one of those goals, man, the Havertz one where Saka going through the keeper's legs, Havertz finishing it off, the pass for the first one, Martinelli, Timber, it was unbelievable. Timber again. I think this guy, the more games he plays, he might be, he's turning into like the best fullback on the planet. The more games he plays. I'm not going to announce it right now, but he is on track. That's how his form is pacing.
Do you think he took Ben White's job at right back after that performance?
Availability is your best ability. Is Ben White fit for next? Is Ben White fit for tomorrow?
But I'm saying, even if he is fit, do you start him over Timber?
Again, is Ben White fit for tomorrow? I don't play fantasy lands.
Okay, all right. I'm asking you. If Ben White,
all you do is play fantasy lands.
Again, tomorrow is Ben White fit? No, Timber's the guy. Timber's in. So we don't play no fantasy.
If Mikel Arteta says he is fit, would you start Timber or Ben White? That's my fucking question.
No, but he doesn't play fantasy lands.
Again. Ben White hasn't played in like a fucking month. Timber has been man of the match.
The answer is Timber, dude.
Nicky smokes. Ben White hasn't played in a fucking month. Timber has been man of the match for 3 straight freaking games. Your question is null and void. Timber's the right back right now. Ben White is injured.
That's all I was asking.
Calafiori left back. Calafiori left back. Unbelievable.
So you do this to yourself,
midfield,
man.
Pate. What?
You do this to yourself. Like he asked you a question. You could have answered it the first time, but you let him and played this little game with him for 2 minutes when you could have just given the fucking answer. Timber.
I answered the question.
Next
I don't play no fantasy lands. Ben White, Timber's the starter on tomorrow.
All right, well, I like fantasy land, and right now I'm living in it because I think Arsenal is back. So let me ask you a very simple, straightforward question. Is the Arsenal Football Club back?
Game by game. Game by game. 2 wins on a row. We're playing absolutely phenomenal. 2 wins in a row. I'm looking forward. Finally, again, for the longest time, I had been dreading watching this team play. I am looking forward to this team play. And also, I just want to give a shout out to my boy, Mikel Merino. This guy is turning out to be an unbelievable sighting. Declan Rice, buddy, you better up your game because you might just have to be competing with Thomas Partey. And right now, Thomas Partey is doing bits in that 6th position. I don't know. The $120 million guy, of course, politics will not let that happen. He won't sit on the bench because we paid $120 million. And he's also English. But take away the name, take away the fandom and all that. Mikel Merino is looking unbelievable. But I'm a happy man in Arsenal land.
Well, you know who doesn't look unbelievable, Zah?
Who?
Manchester City. These lots are trash.
Wait. Move on.
Wait, I had one thing to say as well. Chief,
I think you guys should give Maresh a thank you, a pat on the back.
Yes, that's where I was going to go.
Wait, for what? For what?
Give Maresh a thank you.
You guys dummy a team with no coach, and you owe it all to Maresh.
Oh, that's very fair.
Thank you to Maresh.
No, what it showed me, and I was thankful to find this out. Obviously, I would have loved to have been at the expense of any other team doing the throttling, but it showed me how appreciative I should be to have such an important manager in my football club. that can go in. And when he's out of the scenario, how much of a lasting impact that's left in that club where they just don't know how to make the changes to play against some of these teams. Like you saw the changes that he was able to implement in Throttle City 4-1. And he wasn't there to do that. And that was nice for me to watch. So
I like this, Nicky Smokes. I like this. This whole Arsenal won because they didn't have a coach, not because Arsenal is actually very good and we're back. I like this. Run these agendas. We are back.
No, so that's what I'm saying. So I knew Maresh was waiting for like that shout out, that little bit of credit to act like we owe him something for going out there and winning a Champions League game on the road 5-1. I knew he was reaching for that, and I was hoping to avoid it. But fucking Chief just had to chime in like Chief does, and
that's why he's my dog.
Around.
That's why I can't quit this guy. Some
look,
weeks I hate him. I try to quit him, and then he pulls me back in. He knows what he's doing.
I respect it. But now, can we all just take a moment to laugh at Rudy? Please.
Oh yeah, I mean that was.
I mean,
listen, I've got a bit here too because after the game, Pep's crying.
He's cutting his forehead.
Oh, I mean, there's all of that, but he's crying that his team he can't win with injuries. There's another team from Manchester that beat Feyenoord with a bunch of injuries, and they ended up hoisting some silverware that day. So let's not go through, what injuries can do to a team. You guys are shit right now, and it's amazing.
I'm gonna say something right now, 100% honesty. I don't know why you guys are dancing around. Snap the losing streak.
What do you mean? Every week.
You are not snooping to that level. You are up 3-0 at home.
Okay, yeah, I can't do it. Dude, the skid has been unfortunate, but that one hurt so much more than the others because we just have the yips to the point where I was watching the game and when I was like, okay, he's gonna put KDB in for a shift. He's probably gonna take out a defender. Like, I know we're up 3-0, but let's not get crazy. And guess what? We got fucking crazy. Now, in Pep's defense, I can't blame him for that. The only thing I didn't love was going to a back three. And it's just like a comedy of errors. Like, it reminds me of like the 16, 17, 18 era where we played the same way. But as soon as someone was running at us, it was tight butthole city. Like when we lost to Lyon in the Champions League, it was like they get one break and it's curtains, dude. You got fucking Ederson at the halfway line, like coming out. It's like it's vintage city.
This is the city I was raised on. What do you mean? Yeah, you're right. This is vintage. This is the city I know and love. This is the one that Zav was raised on. This is beautiful to watch.
I'm not doing it.
Every week, you're the biggest city twerker in the planet.
But he knows.
They're going to start a 16.
He knows.
Their next game, they have to march into Anfield.
Yeah, and best we can hope for is a draw. I'm not delusional. We are down and out right now. Best we can hope for is a draw. But it's still not doom and gloom from the perspective of the table. It's still
points, man.
It's still in play now. Winning, and I mean that more so in regards to Champions League. If we can eke out a draw at Liverpool, the title is still alive.
You eke out a draw, you just let Arsenal get an inch closer. That's what you do when you eke out a draw.
Shut up.
That's all you do.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
I know how to do math. That's something you don't know how to talk about.
6 out of the last 7.
Okay.
Show for the committee. Has Manchester United ever won 6 out of 7?
No, but we won 20. So next question.
Okay, over the course of like 150,000 fucking years.
We did 13 with Fergie, right? So,
brother, we're gonna do that in 15 at this clip.
Okay. Well, you only got Pep for 2 more years, so you're not going to do it, and you're not going to do it this year. So that's what's most important. I'm living in reality. You lost 6. You haven't won in 6.
I haven't won what?
A game. You haven't recorded more than 1 point in 6.
Like 6 fucking seasons.
Hey, we won a European championship not too long ago. So Arsenal's not something. Against
really,
a team
Mirash?
against a team that you just lost to.
You're talking to Rudy. We're talking about Man City.
I got to throw my jabs where I can.
Yeah. You want to do Europa League, dude. Their color scheme is whack. Orange? What the fuck is that, dude?
Yeah, it's mad goofy.
Listen, Man City is very much alive. They're just going through a skid. They are bouncing back this weekend because it's going to be a back line of Virgil van Dijk and Joel Gomez. That is open gates for Erling Haaland. The bounce back starts this weekend. Ibrahim Konate out. This is when we start seeing whether fucking Liverpool actually has the minerals to be champion.
All right,
a little bit of adversity.
It sounds like a battered wife. Like, oh, City's fine. They'll be better next time. They're not that bad. They'll be okay. It's just as they've abused the shit out of Zaha for the last.
Granted, they've done it. They've won the fucking thing 4 times in a row. I've never seen that in my life. This is the first time I'm ever seeing it.
Rodgers not walking through that door, pal.
Kovacic is about to be back.
Kovacic ain't Rodri.
Kovacic is about to be back.
Zaha swears on his family that Kovacic could win the fucking Ballon d'Or. Like it is crazy.
My brother, we're talking about a 2-time. How many Champions Leagues does he have? 3. He has like 3 Champions Leagues: City, fucking Chelsea, and Real Madrid. He is a world-class player.
He didn't win it with City.
He's a big club merchant.
There is light blue blood in the water, and Zaha just does not care. This is
smart. This is like Jaws, dude. When everyone else is like, "Oh, he's dead."
It's like what's going through Arsenal. It's the same freaking team. This is what I don't understand. It's the same team. It's just Rodri's injured, but they're fine. They have 18 players. One of them is injured. They now have 17. It's the same team. They're just going through a bad patch of form. They literally have just won 4 titles in a row with the same team. The second they win their first game, they're going on another 15-game winning run. It's a simple
Did any of those teams that won all these titles, did any of them blow a 3-0 lead at home against a team from Turkey with from the 70s?
Netherlands.
Read into the stories.
It's not reading into the stories. It's your inability to give Liverpool some respect where they are. That is what it is. Hold on. You don't rate them just because they have to go down to Joe Gomez. He's not their Martin Odegaard. Konate is not the fuel behind their winning success. They're winning games because Mo Salah is being the best winger in the Premier League. And your inability to recognize that is what's making you sound like a crazy man.
They're now going to start losing games because Joel Gomez is now at the back. That's what's going to start.
Joe Gomez is not a bad defender. Wasn't he part of their back line when they won?
He can't even grow a beard.
Pairing is a very key position. I know from experience what happened to me when I had to go from William Saliba to Rob Holding. I know from experience. Center back is a very key position. That pairing is cooked. Once you swap one of them out, you are fucked. It's squeaky bum time.
I agree. I like what Zah's saying, but I will say this. As the devil advocate about myself, Konate's out, that hurts. But right now, our back line is insane. I don't know, like they can't keep the ball in that. Credit to Feyenoord, they stuck with it because I think they knew that we were mentally broken, and if one went in, it was an issue. Gvardiol was the best player on the field until he made that fucking error. He has been so useful. So I'm pretty soft on him because he's young and he's so useful, and I think he can clean up those mistakes.
But he's the one making the mistakes all the games.
The second goal it was just insane. Like the way that squeaked by Ederson, like I was just like, oh my God, it's definitely they're gonna like it's just like the universe is working against you. I know that Gundo scored.
Inside post.
I know that Gundo scored, but he is still as useless as he's been the whole season. And I'm scared.
I mean, dude, you guys
don't worry, Rudy.
Look, everyone tells me like, oh, you're a noob, you don't know ball. And like, yeah, look, I get that. That's fine. Like, I know my takes aren't going to be well educated, but like based off what I've seen, this team fucking sucks compared to what they were last year. Mirash, am I wrong for thinking that this is not the same team that has dominated the league the last 4 years? And I genuinely don't think they have a shot at winning the league this year. I think
the problem is that they're missing the mark in so many places. Phil Foden is yet to record a goal in the Premier League. You've got Savinho, who's yet to score a goal for the club. You've got people who are not producing, and it's not just going to change overnight. Pep can't just like flip a switch like we all think and make them play better. They have to go out on the pitch and do it. Haaland's not scoring at the same clip as he was at the beginning of the season. And without all of those pieces moving and like in the middle of the park, no KDB running things and Rodri holding things down, that is going to hurt them week in, week out. Until against Zaha, like Joe Gomez, the one time he stepped up in his career is when they won the league in 2019, 2020. I think he came in December to fill in for maybe Fabinho or something. And that's when he got his extended run. And that's when he stepped up and they ended up winning the league that year. So I won't throw so much disrespect on Joe Gomez's name.
It's just not.
I don't want them to win. Trust me, I don't want them to win. But they are objectively in a better position than City, especially if they go and get 3 points this weekend.
Yeah,
For sure. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'll dare to believe. Call me crazy. I'll dare to believe. If we win against Liverpool,
it certainly makes things a little bit more interesting.
Totally.
Right now,
Now,
if you go and draw,
We're all rooting for you, Rudy.
good.
oh,
I need a draw.
I'm
I need a
not.
draw. I need a draw. I need a draw.
Why?
I was going to save this.
I need a
When
draw.
I was home in Denver, I had a dream, a literal dream, that we drew at Anfield.
Yeah, aim high, brother. Aim high. How far City have fallen that your dreams are to get a tie at
Listen,
Anfield?
I don't judge them. I don't judge them. It was just like I was seeing into the future. I think I have a third eye awakened.
Well,
So-
Ray, if it makes you feel any better, I had a dream that the Dolphins won their first playoff game in 25 years and they got smoked by the Packers the next night. So, dreams.
No, that was a drug-induced hallucination. Those were different, Smokes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. I got a question for the panel. Every time I watch this team play football, all they do is win. Is Liverpool the best team in all of world football right now?
Right now, I would say that they are the most well-oiled, consistent, top-to-bottom team for sure.
They just pocketed Madrid at home.
Pocketed them, dominated them that whole game.
And you
Yeah.
can say though, what if
couldn't-
Mbappe scores his penalty? But Mo Salah missed one too. So
Yeah.
it goes both
They
ways.
couldn't
on
beat
that.
Arsenal.
They also, but like to be fair, like this isn't
That's
the
a
same
fact.
Madrid with the same
On the
venom.
road.
This
On
isn't the
the road.
same Madrid with the same venom, and it's on the road. They were just playing Asensio at center back, not Marco, which stunned me. I saw a quote from Ancelotti that was like, "I trust Asensio at center back." I was like, "That guy's not even on your team, and he doesn't even play that position." There's just some other fucking guy named Asensio. And then Arda Güler is good, but he was playing, and like Luka Modric is like the age of like a weirwood tree. So
They're
that's not to
another one in a
discredit.
weird
Liverpool
position.
played fantastically. And yes, to answer your question, Smokes, I do believe that they are the best team in Europe right now.
Chief, what about you? What do you think?
You can't say anything otherwise. Like they've been red hot. Nobody has an answer for them. They're getting goal scoring from more than just Mo Salah. Like seeing Gakpo bury that one to put the game on ice. Like they're rolling right now. They got it cooking. So they are the best.
Who's that little
Yeah.
scouser fuck that just took Mbappe's lunch? That was an unbelievable play.
Van
Connor
Dijk.
Bradley.
No,
Connor
Connor
Bradley.
Bradley.
Yeah.
When I saw that little fucking punk with the jersey number 84 try Mbappe shit like that and win the ball, I was like, yeah, this game's over. It's done.
That's
Yeah,
the
that was
thing.
impressive. I legitimately got fired up, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I'm not supposed to be getting
Yeah.
excited for this.
The only team
That
I
was
would
a-
say that could like chat to them right now is probably Barcelona, but they just drew Celta Vigo over the weekend, so I don't know if they're still in
Sporting.
that contention. Sporting, without their manager, I don't know if they're the same Sporting. I don't think Sporting's better than Liverpool.
No,
The
come
way
on.
that Liverpool's been
Did
playing.
Zaha sneak that in under his breath?
Sporting.
Yeah, just to say that Liverpool.
No, I said it with
what?
chest.
This is an
Sporting.
agenda.
So,
No,
do
it's
you
just
think-
I mean,
they
Sporting are
lost. They
good.
lost. They lost one game against Arsenal.
Sporting are good. Yeah, but there's a point. Like I don't know how
Sporting,
good
they lost one game against Arsenal.
they're gonna.
No,
It's just gonna be
no,
interesting to see, like, how
I
they
don't want
go
to hear this
forward.
because no, I don't want to even do this.
You see,
I know.
You see, Miresh,
no,
because they lost to
you-
Arsenal, he just doesn't want to give
No,
them
no,
their
no,
fl-
no,
their
no,
flowers.
because
I'm
when
not
you-
saying
because-
I'm not talking about Arsenal.
No.
I'm saying Sporting is good. I'm saying
No,
Sporting is good.
because
They
if
never
I
lost
say
one
that-
Talk
game
about the
against
best
Arsenal.
team in the world, and you brought up Sporting.
Yes,
They've
that's
lost
the
one
point.
game against Arsenal. They fucking mopped the floor with Man City.
No, you're just manipulating your agenda here because if like a week ago I said
You're
Ruben
crazy.
Amorim's the best manager in the world and we've just signed him, you would have been spouting off, well, he's coaching against his team. His team's playing against cab drivers. His team's playing against cab drivers. And now, because it suits your agenda,
I don't do fantasy lands, Miresh. You should have asked me this 2 weeks ago. I don't speak in fantasy land. I speak with
Time Machine.
Sporting
Wish
is
I could
one of the best teams on the planet.
The answer would
I don't think Sporting's lost. I think that was Sporting's first loss.
Yeah, they literally just only have lost to Arsenal. I'm not like kidding when I'm saying Sporting is one of the best teams on the planet.
So let me get this straight. Sporting top team in the world, according to Liverpool top team in the world, according to neither of them beat the Arsenal. None of them beat the Arsenal.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, weird.
Maresh, what do you have to say about that, Maresh? What do you have to say about that?
If you go into Anfield and you take 3 points off them, I will say that Arsenal is the best team in the world.
Brother, Liverpool hasn't beaten us in like 2 years, bro.
If we go into Anfield and win, Maresh, I'm with you.
He's talking like with some sort of bumps. We're going to Anfield expecting to be the winners.
You are. The people who set the lines don't favor you that much. You are.
They don't know shit.
And we already know where you live. And that's called
shit.
One Fantasyland Drive. That's your address.
Oh, Mitoma, 1-0 Brighton. Mitoma, 1-0.
Also, can we talk about Ancelotti's comments?
What did he say?
So after the game, he was like, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't matter. Even if we had won, we wouldn't be in the top 8 of Champions League ratings. And so it's not that big of a deal to lose. They're in 24th.
Bro, have they fired him yet?
No, they're in 24th. But that read to me's eyes like a guy who's like, what do you mean? We're good.
They have to win out. They have to win out to come last place in the fucking playoff, the playoff position. The last place.
What?
Have they
They're
fired
in
him?
24th.
Who are their last two? Who are their next matches against?
That I haven't checked, but I know they have to win out.
I can look right now.
Bro,
but what a world where we're in, where Pep Guardiola and Carlo Ancelotti are on the hot seat.
I'm drinking the minerals, bro. I'm loving this.
What a world in the modern day of football where
don't even try.
Pep Guardiola.
That's not true.
And Carlo Ancelotti
back in the morning.
The Pep one
Listen, I know the things on the other side of the road in Manchester are a little bit different. You have a revolving door. We have a Fort Knox. It's just not like that.
You want to go 5 for 5 because you want to go 6 for 6. Last 6 we haven't lost. Last 6 you've done nothing but.
I'm talking about managers' home slice. Okay,
Real Madrid. We always want to be recency until Marash talks.
I'm staying on topic. Real Madrid. I'm staying on topic. Real Madrid play Atlanta.
Yep, that's not a dub. That is not a dub.
That's a tough one. And then they play Salzburg. And then they play.
Those aren't easy games.
No, they're not.
Sneaky.
And then they play.
They have to win out.
Yeah, they pretty much do. Where's the last one?
No, it's not. It's not an if. They have to. Yeah,
and then they play Brest.
Atlanta, they know.
Hey, Brest is nice.
The thing is, I can't dance on Pep's grave too much because I see him too frequent in the Premier League. But bro, I am loving the demise of Real Madrid. Bro, feed me. Mbappe is a bum. That guy. I told everybody that this guy, just all he's done is at international level. You can't judge anyone on doing anything at international level. They play once a month, once every 2-3 months for like 2 games. He's an absolute bum, and I'm fucking loving him.
He's
playing on the side. He has no excuse this game. He has no excuse to the Liverpool game because Vinicius wasn't there. He was playing on the left. No excuses. Mbappe is a bum.
3 months ago, I would have thought you were crazy for saying that.
Am I crazy for saying this? That Christian Pulisic is better than Mbappe.
Right now, yes, he is.
Right now, he is. Yeah.
That's a fact, Smokes. That's a fact.
Christian Pulisic is better than Mbappe.
You are the guys with the Cockney accents. How's it, mate? They're not gonna fucking like that, but you are speaking absolute facts, is what you're speaking.
You know,
they're gonna tell you don't know shit. They're gonna tell you don't know shit, but you just spoke facts.
And by the way, the Americans in Champions League have been fucking on fire. All the boys are scoring left and right. When I tell you that this U.S. men's national team is going to be a fucking problem in 2026, I'm not fucking around. I just want that on record. It's not a troll. It's not a bit. It's not because I bleed red, white, and blue and boof the national anthem. It's because it's a fact. These boys are coming. Pause.
I agree. They look good. Pulisic looks good. The one thing that I don't like going into this World Cup is that he's doing this documentary behind the scenes, filming him right now.
He's got that.
Those
Netflix
never end well. Those
He's
never ever. They record this documentary. It's a lead up to the 2026 World Cup, playing on our home soil. That's the whole premise of it. And he's on fire right now. Those documentaries have a tendency to come back and bite you in the ass and capture the worst moments in 4K. That's the only thing I'll say.
Fair enough. You guys got anything else on Champions League that you want to touch on before I move to the Prem?
Liverpool.
Di Maria is still sick.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's gonna eclipse Messi in terms of most assists. Or actually, eclipse Ronaldo, because the poacher has more assists than Messi in the Champions League.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's so right now I think it's Ronaldo, Di Maria, and then Messi's third. So now Di Maria, one more assist, goes ahead of Ronaldo.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Before we
Di
go to the
Maria.
Prem, I just want to congratulate Maresh on his dub. I am.
Oh yeah, Europa League.
I was about to start dancing, bro. I think those guys, that system, there was that goal, the Rasmus. I'll be fair. I'm very fair. That Rasmus.
No. I was waiting for the tweeted videos of the applause. Wow,
This is it.
Maresh.
I was waiting to do
Maresh,
it, bro. I'm a man of
this looks
integrity. I'm
really
doing
good.
it
No,
in front of your
I want a
face.
bigger
I'm
arena.
doing it
I
in
want a
your
bigger
face.
arena. You got 80K on Twitter. I want the
I'm
bigger
doing it
arena.
in your
You don't
face.
get 80K
This is
on
going.
it.
If
I
this
want-
is
I want
clipped,
the
if you
80Ks.
clip this out, I'll retweet it. If you clip this
All
out, I'll
right,
retweet
bet.
it. But
Bet.
that Rasmus Højlund goal, bro, that movement, the touches and all, it's if they figure it out. Here's the problem with Manchester United right now: the personnel. If they get rid of the personnel, we might be in big trouble, boys. Congratulations, Brush.
Yeah, that goal was sick.
All
I
I'm gonna
mean-
say is I had no clue United was playing, and I get a text from Zaw saying, "Happy Thanksgiving, folks. Smokes, I know it's a huge day for NFL. Just wanted to let you know Manchester United plays today." And that's how I knew that those boys were in trouble.
I thought I was in business. I thought I was in business.
No, dude, that was.
I mean,
that
what
was
club
terrible.
is it? What Bodo?
Bodo
Bodo?
Glimt, bro. One of the best teams in Denmark. You wouldn't know.
You're right, I wouldn't know. Who the fuck knows who plays in Denmark?
We played him. Wait, where did we play? I think we played him like last year.
No,
Yeah.
but-
Also, back to I forgot to mention that.
We
First
gotta
of all,
talk about Pep.
you don't need to
self-harm.
Photoshop that.
This is crazy.
He literally said in a jovial manner, "I want to harm myself."
And I have a problem
Wild
with that
thing
because
to say.
if it was any, you know what? I'm going to be fair and objective. If it was Mikel Arteta who said that,
Thank you,
the
Maresh.
media would be doing backflips.
Thank you,
Oh,
Maresh.
he's poking fun of mental health and awareness. Oh, he's making fun of people
Men's
who want to
mental
commit
health?
suicide.
Brother.
Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's somehow being racist. But it's because Pep Guardiola says it and the City PR spin, and nobody touches it.
I'm gonna quote the great Sean Dyche: "Utter woke nonsense."
No.
Guys can't joke about killing themselves anymore. Oh,
He actually abused
better delete your
himself,
Twitter,
bro.
brother.
He abused himself. Like
Yeah,
he cut his own
the screen
fucking
grab.
nose.
The screen grab was utterly shocking.
Dude, that is.
Wait, you guys are
insane
filming a
behavior.
documentary this year, right?
I hope not.
I hope so. This is the best year
I
I
for
hope
it.
not, dude. It looked like he got mauled by a raccoon.
I'll tell you what, that
That's what
did
I'm
not
saying.
look good.
It was
Yeah.
insane. I saw that and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
It looks like his wife abused him, honestly.
No, it looks like he went into the locker room and the team beat him up. Like, what are you doing to us out there? What are you doing?
Right.
Like, I don't.
Dude, I will
get-
say this: like the silver lining of City sliding like this is Pep on the sideline is pure comedy. There's a few guys up there that are sideline kings, the Mourinho's of the world, the Klopps of the world, Simeone, but Pep's utter like it was like he was trying. He looked like Oppenheimer trying to solve the fission reaction bomb, and he was sitting there and he was like, "Is it going to ignite the atmosphere?" Like he was looking at that back three and was like, he's like, "How the fuck?" And then he just starts clawing at himself like an evil scientist. I was like, "This is if nothing else, it's very funny."
No, I mean, yeah, it's rare that you get to see some of the greatest managers in all sports like spiral out of control because they absolutely do not know how to handle losing.
Mm-hmm.
Or like not winning, because in that case you were drawing, but like he just absolutely does not know what's going on, and he's like mentally spiraling, and it's crazy to see.
It's amazing. It's great TV.
He's never had this in his entire playing career, his coaching career. Never had to deal with anything like this, and now he's like freaking out. It's crazy.
You boys ready to talk, Bram?
Yeah.
Hold on. We gotta hear United.
Okay, that's why.
Rasmus, just like Amorim's like playing style plays to the center forward. So if he can make Gyökeres good, a boy who was built in Coventry, he could maybe. I'm not saying Rasmus will do it, but he has the ability to. He has to want it and come and show up. This game, he looked like he had it. Garnacho kind of fucked him out of a hat trick. Garnacho, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Bum. He's and I'll be the first to say it. There's so many naive United fans that think that this guy's just going to walk into the Real Madrid lineup. And I'm like, whoa, because they sold you this vision that he's like the second coming of Cristiano Ronaldo because he does his celebration every once and again. He's leaps and bounds off of being that talent level. Let's not put him in that bucket. Instead, be a fan, nurture him in the way he deserves to try and get back to a consistent level of playing. And maybe he can open his eyes and make the passes that he's meant to as a winger. But the way he's playing right now the new gap on the field is the left side of the pitch, right? For years, it's been that United don't have a right winger. They don't have anyone to go there. They sign Anthony, still don't have anyone. Now we have Diallo. Now you have two guys who naturally play on the left, and both of them are shit, Garnacho and Rashford. So I'm not entirely sure. The one thing I will say, again and again, Mazraoui, best signing of the summer, bar none. 12.5 million because he said free Palestine. You know what? I might go start hacking a couple players' Twitters and start putting them in there so we can scoop them up.
Remember when Mbappe got hacked? That was wild. He sent out a Palestine tweet too. That shit was crazy.
It was Marish's boy that. Well, not Marish's.
I don't claim him. I don't claim him. That guy's a waste man.
I will say this though. After we've been doing this show together,
allegedly, let me not draw allegations.
You're fine, Zod. No one's gonna report you. It's
no.
I might, depending on which way he rubs me that day. I'll
correct me if I'm wrong, but Zaw is such a United hater that he's low-key a fan. This man on Thanksgiving was watching them play a team named Bodo. Just hate watching. Like it's almost like you're almost like a fan of them every single week, or like you're like the biggest fan of the team that they're playing.
No, I mean,
outside of Arsenal, I don't think there's a single team that you watch more than United. It's United.
You're acting like
Arsenal and United.
Okay, let me
give you a pro tip. Can I give you a pro tip? What you do from your main account, you got to make a United burner and just start firing out things to rile up the fans.
Let me squash this narrative.
That's where you'll have way more fun. You have 0 followers. You're just following all these guys.
Say that I'm on your side.
Listen, I may or may not do that to Arsenal. So I'm just going to say, pro tip, you should get in the game because it is far more entertaining when you're doing it.
I might just make this burner and just start retweeting this random burner that's pro everything that Man United fans hate. But listen, people, I need to squash this narrative amongst you guys right here. You're acting like I cleared out my day. It was like a scheduled thing. It was Thanksgiving. When you're eating, you have the TV on. It just so happened that I live in a football household, I live in a soccer household, as the people here listen to say. Not in an NFL household. So it just so happened that Paramount was on, and it just happened that Manchester United was on. So I knew it was a big NFL day. Thanksgiving is for NFL. That's why I was like, Nicky Smokes. I was reaching out to my friend Nicky Smokes, be like, hey, bro, look at what I just stumbled upon as I was sitting down to have my lunch. I didn't even have an idea that Manchester United was playing.
All right, that's fair. All right, let's get into the Prem. Yeah. I really don't want to talk about this game, but since Chief is my guy, I love Chief. He's having a great day. I want to hear his thoughts on the Nottingham Forest Ipswich game. You guys are minus 140 favorites at home. Floor is yours, you little tree stump.
It's not nice. I've been quiet while you guys were all chirping each other. Look, this is a game they should win. Forest is the better team. Ipswich has been playing well lately. We haven't been great at home. They need 3 points here. They've been on a bad skid. No word on Gibbs White. No word on Anderson. So we'll see how it goes. The big story is also now Elanga. He got hurt and subbed off at halftime of the last game.
No.
Yeah, so you might be without 3 of your top 4. Chris Wood should be back, but it's like I don't know how they're gonna line up. I don't know how they're gonna attack, but I don't care when.
Hate to see that.
and you don't have your best beat, if you don't have your best guys at home against Ipswich, I don't want to hear any complaint. They're still have a more talented roster, a better roster. You're at home. You got to get 3 points in this game. So I'd like to see, get back to what they were doing. Defend, counter. I think Ipswich will let them play that way. I think Forest will win, but I am nervous about it.
See, I was all over Forest until you told me Alanga might be out, and then Gibbs.
Alanga might be healthy and on the bench. That's
but even still, I need him playing at least 75 minutes. I can't have him coming on for 20. That's not enough for me. I just switched my official pick of the week after hearing that. So
yeah, I don't know about superly overtly favoring Forest here. Ipswich showed last week that they can play a tight press. They look like they are well organized. McKenna's got them playing. And now, because of their form, they're at the bottom of the table. They're in jeopardy of losing some of their top players. The news reports this week from Ornstein this week are that the lap is being targeted by Spurs, by United, by other top flight clubs. City might bring him back.
Do they have a buyback clause on him?
I would assume so. They're usually good at doing business. But because of things like that, you kind of think that they're going to want to play and get up, try and build some morale and keep their guys together because they do have a good bunch. So I think it looks like a draw. Looks like a draw.
Well, 1-1?
Yeah, 1-1. I think both teams get on the board. But I don't know. I don't see one running away with it.
No.
Yeah, I think if Forest have Chris Wood up top, Anderson in, and Gibbs White in, we'll be fine. If two of those three are out, then it's gonna be a struggle. That's just the way it is. Gibbs White is that important, and his only real backup on the team is Anderson. And they were both out last game. They looked terrible without those guys. So we'll see. If we're healthy, I like us to win. If we're not, then I could see that draw.
All right.
I do think let Leaf Davis, he might be the most. I do think that he doesn't care about the defense at all. So I do think Forest can get them on the counter, and it will be able to play more the way we want. I don't know, Newcastle or something like that.
All right. Next thing I want to talk about, Crystal Palace at home against Newcastle. Newcastle's a road favorite of +130. Palace is +210. I'll start with Zaw and then go Rudy Chief for the panel. What do you like, Zaw?
Palace, Newcastle?
Yep.
This might be a draw.
This
might be a draw. I know you guys are trying to bait me into probably getting my guy Eddie some more shine, the world's best striker out of fucking Hayland, unbelievable player. But Newcastle is a tough place to go. Going up to St. James's Park, very tough place to go.
Well, good thing it's not at St. James Park.
Oh, it's at Selhurst.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay. In that case, I mean, you never dealt Palace at Selhurst Park. Let's go Palace. Eddie. I hope he plays. I don't even know if he's going to play. I don't think he's going to
play.
Rudy. Crystal Palace have shown some juice, but I think no. I don't know. Yeah. I just believe in Newcastle in this one. Just
that's all you got to do sometimes is just believe.
Right. That's all we can do right now.
Chief, what do you believe is going to happen in this game?
I can't make heads or tails of Newcastle. I thought when they beat us, they were the clear better team. It felt like they were turning a corner with Eddie Howe. Then they go and lay an egg at home against West Ham, who West Ham has been shit all year up until that game. So I don't know what to think of that game, which means I won't be betting it. I could see it being a draw. If it gun to my head, I would say draw.
Yeah, I like the draw too. This next game,
this might be where it's Newcastle clicks back in and they win 3-0, and we're like, how did we doubt Newcastle?
It's impossible to pick them week in and week out.
Yeah,
I mean that's Palace, half the teams in this table.
That's true too. Yeah.
Palace did draw Villa at Villa Park last week, so anything's possible.
This next game is.
I'm flipping Newcastle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This next game is very interesting. And if you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said this game would suck. But Wolves at home against Bournemouth could low-key be a banger this weekend. Am I crazy for thinking that?
No, it could
Wolves. Wolves.
I'm riding Wolves too.
Wolves.
I'm team. I'm House Stark on this one. I'm feeling the energy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wolves. I'm high on Wolves. That's a little hint for maybe what's coming up later. Wolves.
I'm a big Cunha guy.
Wolves. I just brought him into my fantasy.
If everyone here is going Wolves,
Wolves.
Bournemouth is the easiest bet
Plus 180, I believe. Don't quote me, but part of my French, maybe the French lyrics are a bit different to the English characters, but I think I saw plus 180 on the DraftKings sportsbook, the greatest sportsbook on the planet. That's absolute insanity.
Right now.
Wolves.
I got plus 180, so.
Wolves.
All right. Maresh.
Oh, Wolves. I just said Cunha's hot. And they're
that's
hot.
enough. That's enough.
I'm going draw in that game.
All right. Next thing we got West Ham at home against the Arsenal. Arsenal minus 230 favorites. Za, my brother and Gooner. This is gonna be a fucking rout. Like I've seen this before. Once this team gets confidence and gets rolling, get the fuck out of their way. This is a 4-1 Arsenal win. Maybe 4-0. 4 goals are going in the back of the net for sure. I don't even care that we're on the road. This game will be a rout.
Unfortunately, I wanted to share the same sentiment, but unfortunately, I am experiencing those symptoms that them man that have been in war zones experience. I am experiencing PTSD. I woke up this morning. I was sleeping this morning, and I was like, oh, West Ham, sweating. West Ham. That is where we lost the title last season, at West Ham. So it makes me very nervous to go there. 2 years ago, yeah, we did great at Upton. No, it wasn't Upton. What's the new stadium called? It's not Upton Park. Upton Park is the old one. I didn't even know what
London Stadium.
The new one. Shout out to Upton Park, the goat for the original West Ham. But that's when things went very, very well. But last year, and because of how last year panned out, I have had this game penciled ever since we got past Sporting. So I've had this game penciled for like 2, 3, how many days? 2 days. Bro, I'm nervous. I am nervous. We just need to get it done. It's good that we finally picked up some spirit. These last 2 games are good to pick up the players' confidence, but these are the games that we have to win. Non-negotiable. If you want to be serious to win the title, you have to win these games. And I think we'll do it.
Rudy or Maresh, I'm dying to hear what you guys have to say.
Did you hear what he's saying? He's not a real person.
I think that Arsenal are clear favorites. You guys are playing well right now. It's no brainer. If I were to bet this game, I think there is just sort of describing what Zaz said. It's just got that like kind of weird, like West Ham had their number last year. You guys are hot. Like all of a sudden, maybe like a letdown game. Like, I don't know. So I'm probably going to sprinkle a little bit on the draw just because it's plus 370. The percentage I think that's going to happen, I would say it's like a 20% chance, maybe 10% chance. But I think Arsenal are going to win the game. But if I were to bet it, I would sprinkle on the draw.
Maresh?
Yeah, I think it's easy Arsenal 2-0 win. I was just saying, Za, you're not a real person because you're sitting there saying I've had this game circled on my calendar for 2 days.
That was so funny.
It's a crazy thing to say. When you say you have something circled on your calendar, it is far in advance, not 2 days away.
You
just have a notification in your
phone.
phone.
You were like, I've had this game penciled in.
Game by game.
You don't just circle the next one.
No,
You
but the
circle
way you
one
led
that
up
is
to it, you were like,
meaningful,
ever since
eventful.
last year,
I don't even
when we
know
blew the
what's
title to
after
West Ham, I've had this game penciled in since we beat.
Since we beat Sporting 2 days ago.
You
could have said I've had this game circled since the schedule came out.
No,
you said 2 days ago. That is not a real person.
Game by game mentality.
It's just the next game.
Person. That's how you win titles, game by game. I don't even know what's after.
You don't need to circle that one. It's going to be the next one in front of your face. But yeah, I think Arsenal easily roll by. What you said, Nicky Smokes, once the train's going, they get going for a while. There will be a banana peel game in there somewhere. I don't think this is it.
It's not here. I got Arsenal -1.5 or +110.
Wow. All the boys are on the Gooners.
I don't like this. I don't like
it either. All right, let's rip through these next two, and then we'll spend some time on the bigger games just because me and Rudy have a hard out to get our hair transplants. Tottenham at home against Fulham. Tottenham -140. Fulham +320.
Fulham.
Okay.
Fulham need to bounce back. Fulham do need to bounce back. They got the surprising result in their last one out.
Did you see what Tottenham did yesterday? Fulham.
Yeah, they let one in like Mats Hummels.
Last kick of the game, Fulham.
Wow.
Where's it at?
It's at Tottenham.
At Spurs.
Oh, yeah, I think Kulusevski shines.
It's going to be Fulham, Emil Smith-Rowe, and Alex Iwobi as the goal scorers. That's what it's going to be. And actually possibly off the bench, 2-3-0, Reece Nelson. Them three are going to score.
All the Arsenal lads. He's not a real person, bro. You just got to.
He's a Looney Tune, man.
You have to live in Zaw's world. I think Spurs are going to win the game, though. I'm not buying into all this bullshit.
Both teams to score and over 2.5. That's the play.
I actually like that a lot, Chief. I think that's a sharp play. All right, next shitty game of the week is United at home against Everton. United -180. We already know we're going to start with you, Maresh. You might as well take your mic off mute and speak.
It's at home. It's at United. So, listen, Everton are going to play us tight. They like to play Sean Dyche ball. I don't think we get more than one goal here. This is the state of affairs. I'm not going to sit here with my chest out and say 2-3-0 easily after 2 Amorim games, but I think it's going to be gritty. I think the back line's going to have to hold. Maybe we see some Euro. Maybe we see some Euro. He's been training. Lenny Euro. He's been training with the first team. Hopefully we see him. If not, Lissandro's back. I would love to see Mainu back in the squad because we are absolutely missing him. I don't know. But 1-0. I think it's a 1-0 win to United. Vice versa, if it goes poorly and they don't implement the systems, it's a 0-0 draw. I don't see Everton score.
I like the draw +330. What do you like, Chief?
I don't see a way United loses this game, to be honest.
Oh,
so, I like United here. I don't think Everton has the horses. They're experiencing their second new manager bump. What could go wrong?
Jared Branthwaite's going to he's doing his tryout, so he's going to be doing all the tricks out there.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen on game days? Tell me.
United is going to win 4-0. They're going to win big. Everton is poor. Fucking the system. The more they spend time with the system, this manager is a serious manager. I've seen enough. The fact that he keeps them disciplined is crazy. But yeah, no, United's winning 4-0.
I think he actually thinks that. That's not like that's not him trolling.
Dude,
I don't think he thinks that Amorim is like a good manager because he did tweet
is
it
a good
in
manager.
a very afraid way. Like
Serious.
Listen, I know how to read your shit now, Zimbo. So I know when you're trolling and when you're not trolling. I'm praising you.
So I'll tell you this. Amorim is a serious manager. We're in fucking trouble. I'm hoping United fans lose patience because the process is going to be tough. He needs to get rid of junk. And in that process of getting rid of junk, that's like kind of like how we did with the Arteta out thing. You guys I'm hoping you go through that, and I'm hoping you guys are dumb enough to push him out. That's a serious manager right there. If he makes it through that period and he starts getting his people in, gets junk out like fucking Johnny Evans and goddamn Casemiro, those guys like that, and actually puts in proper players, we are in trouble.
Rudy.
I mean, I don't know how to predict Manchester United right now because they have a new manager. But there are positive signs. It's just now 2 teams that I just don't really know how to predict. I think that this is another one to me. I'm not going to bet it because I can't confidently say, but this smells like a gut draw to me. Like it just feels like Everton are just the draw kings, and then United, they're like, okay, yeah, things are starting to go up. And then remember that time we drew to Everton? Feels like that part of the year.
All right, next game, Chelsea at home against Villa. I'll be quick here. I think Chelsea wins this game convincingly. I don't know what to make of Villa anymore. I think they've just completely fell off the cliff.
I think Villa wins.
I think they got to bounce back. Villa does have to bounce back, but I don't think that they're going to beat Chelsea 0-0 or sorry, like 2-2 draw, I think.
Wow.
Emery, do us a favor. I think Villa wins.
Chief.
I don't trust either of these teams on a week-to-week basis, so I'm staying away from this one. I don't hate the idea of the draw there. I'm starting to just give up on Villa. So like that number where it's like Aston Villa plus 340 or whatever it is, it's like they're begging you to bet on them, but they just haven't shown anything this year to give me confidence. So I'm staying away, but I would be stunned if Villa won this game.
Rudy.
I'm with Chief. Chief said it best. Like I was, you're always just trying to catch the Villa comeback.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of waiting at the train station.
Bars. All right. Let's see. Last game of the week. Liverpool, Man City at Anfield. Liverpool plus 105. You're getting plus money for Liverpool at home against a City team who hasn't won in what, 6-7 matches? This is crazy. Crazy work. You're getting plus money. Begging you to take it. Begging you to take it. I'm going to take the draw plus 270.
City, 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 City.
Wow. All right. Sounds like Zaw's all over City. Rudy, you're shaking your head.
First of all, I actually think plus 105 is pretty disrespectful to Liverpool.
Yes, I agree.
Given how well they played and how we cannot win a game.
Brother,
so the plus 105 to me is fucking insane. I already spoke about what I think about City. The problems are very clear. Asking Vardiol and Kyle Walker or Rico Lewis to play the entirety of the wing. They're playing left back, left wing, and left wing back on both sides. That's fucking insane. But it's Pep Guardiola. What do I know? I'm just some dipshit who's about to go to Turkey to get a hair transplant. So I don't know. This is going to be one of those ones where like, are we going to gut check and just like, it doesn't matter what's like X's and O's don't mean shit. Like just go out there and just sock them in the mouth and just be better. Like, I feel like that's really what it comes down to. It's like, you guys just got to win a game. Fuck all the tactics. We'll see.
You sound like a bitch, Chief.
I feel like City is like Rudy's hair, where it looks great up front.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
There are no problems. But underneath, it's thin. It's bad. It requires surgery. It requires intervention. Something is broken. And I think that that's what's going to happen here, too. So everything still
getting on the flight tonight.
Yeah.
Oh. Good, Chief. City's comeback. It was here. It's like Samson in the Bible.
Yeah.
Thank you. That makes sense because like the draw I was talking about, because the game happens before I get my surgery, so I'm going to be in Turkey, thus on the road to recovery.
Mm-hmm.
And if you sort of follow my logic here spiritually, that means that it's a draw. And then once the plugs get put in,
that's your January transfer window.
I'm gonna even though that was the most cutting diss I've ever received, I think. That was not only mean but accurate.
Yeah.
I thank you for it.
Yeah.
I'm glad
you're taking preemptive measures here. You're gonna be a whole new man when you come back.
Dude, Pep,
you
pull up to Turkey, dude. That's what we need. We need a new Pep, dude. Imagine Pep with just an afro.
That would rock.
Great. Yeah.
Just Maresh, close it out for this game. What do you think's going to happen?
I think realistically, I hate to say this, I do think the Scousers pump them. Maybe 2-0.
Damn. I'd love to see that. All right. This segment is brought to you by DraftKings. It's the Pitch Picks parlay. So we're each going to give one leg, put it all together, and hopefully it wins. We're going to do some type of punishment for people that don't hit their bet for this, but we'll work on that. We don't quite know yet. I'll start things off. I'm going to go with Chelsea money line. Chief, what are you adding to the parlay?
I'm going Brentford money line. It's a big favorite, and I haven't hit a bet in any league in any sport. It feels like going with Brentford. I feel like that's the right play.
Za.
I was gonna go Kai Havertz, anytime goal scorer, but I'm gonna flip that to Wolves money line.
Well, Za, this is
No,
why
wait.
you can't flip, because that's already in the parlay. You're sticking with Kai Havertz.
All right, I guess.
Or I'll just take Kai Havertz out. And we'll go from there. So now, Rudy, what's your pick for this week?
Are we doing best bet or DraftKings?
This is DraftKings.
For the parlay.
Mine for the parlay was Wolves plus 180.
I know. That's
Okay.
why I left it in. So, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Wolves plus 180. Maresh.
Isak to score or assist.
Okay. So, and Chiefs, yours was?
Brentford money line.
Okay. So we have Brentford money line, Wolves money line, Isak to score or give an assist, Chelsea money line, and that pays out $13.58. Again, that's Chelsea money line, Isak goal or assist, Wolves money line, and Brentford money line. I love watching sports, but you know what makes it even better? Having some skin in the game, thanks to our partners at DraftKings Sportsbooks. Wondering what the DraftKings Sportsbooks app offers? Check out DraftKings live betting, same game parlays, and prop betting. You can even follow your favorite Barstool personalities' bets by joining the Barstool betting group on the app. Download the DraftKings Sports app now. New customers use promo code PitchPicks and bet $5 on any wager and get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code PitchPicks only at DraftKings Sportsbook. All right, time for the Golden Boot. I'm taking Phil Foden. Golden Boot.
He's not even going to be playing. He's not even going to play.
Hey, it doesn't matter. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I get what I want. I get what I want.
A Liverpool player?
Yes, that's exactly what you should be doing.
No, I can't do that. It's too. I don't do those dark arts.
You're so full of shit.
Because then if they score, I'm gonna look like a fucking buffoon.
And
I'm hot now all of a sudden. Remember, I hit on Jackson. I'm back.
Yeah, that's true. And you're getting a transplant.
You're going. I'm gonna see you at the airport.
I know.
All right, let's round robin these. You guys got to get out of here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Dominic Solanke. I would have liked to pick Kulusevski because he is red fucking hot right now. But I already picked him and mushed him. So I'm hoping that Kulusevski just walks it into the goal and then Solanke like blows on it and it goes in. So, but I feel confident. I mean, we'll see.
Chief.
I'm taking Mbuemo. I'm all over that Brentford game. I like Mbuemo to get a goal that game.
Za.
Who do I take?
I think I
am going to pick. Wait, who do you want to pick?
You have to go Kai.
You have to go Kai.
No, I'm gonna change that, and I'm gonna
no
pick,
pride, no balls.
I'm gonna pick Dominic Calvert-Lewin for Everton Football Club to score against Manchester United.
Right, cool. Wow. All right, this guy's as big as dirtbag that we knew. Shocking. I'm just gonna stick to what I was gonna do. I'm gonna go Nicholas Jackson.
All right. Official bets of the week. I got Chelsea money line. Chief, what do you got?
I'm going Spurs Fulham over 2.5 with both to score.
Za.
Wolves.
Rudy.
Smokes, you're gonna think I'm seeing the board so clearly because I had Chelsea money line.
Oh my God.
What did Chief go?
Oh my days. He
Spurs
had the
Fulham
Brentford
over.
over.
Dude, you want to really actually like. Typically, I would change it, but you want to really show you.
We're gonna be in Turkey together. Let's sweat it out.
I know you want to really show your cojones. If you can carry me with you.
Okay. Take the horse to the water. Take the horse to the water.
Yep.
All right, Maresh.
I'm gonna go both teams to score, no draw. Wolves Bournemouth.
I like that. Nice little spicy play. I wonder who gave you that recipe. All right. Shout out to everyone who tuned in. We appreciate you guys very, very much. Me and Rudy are going to be off to Turkey, but we'll still be here dropping episodes. So good luck this week. And unless you support Arsenal, I hope your club loses. Thanks for watching.
Oh, and I have a surprise for everybody on Monday when we record.
That's great.
Oh, great.